Oh, yes. Now let's look at some Objective 3.2 sample problems. Objective 3.2, I can solve like-based exponential equations, and that's what we're going to do today. So looking at letter A here, 16 to the 3 minus 2r equals 64. So I know that 16 is 4 squared. So I'll say this is 4 squared to the 3 minus 2r equals 64. I know is 4 to the third. So I'll say 2 times 3 minus 2r equals 3 from my exponents. Distribute this, I'll get 6 minus 4r equals 3. I subtract 6 from both sides. I'd have negative 4r equals negative 3. Divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. And I find that r equals 3/4. There we go. All right, looking at letter B, we have a fraction here. 64 we know is 4 to the third. 1/4, remember if we have a fraction like that, that needs to be a negative exponent. So this will be 4 to the negative first to the negative 2x minus 3 equals 4 to the third to the 3x minus 1. All right, so I'll have negative 2x minus 3 equals 3 times 3x minus 1. So the opposite of negatives, that'd be positive 2x plus 3 equals 9x minus 3. Let's see here. I can add 3 to both sides. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So I'll end up with 6 equals 7x. When I divide by 7, I find that x equals 6 over 7. Lovely. All right, looking at letter C. Well, 36 and 216, I know my base needs to be 6. So this would be 6 squared to the negative 3x equals 6 to the third. So I'd have negative 6x equals 3. Divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6, and I'll find x to equal negative 1/2. And yeah, we can absolutely have a negative value for x. Looking at letter B. Ooh, look at letter D here. 2 to the 2b minus 1 equals 1 over 8. Well, my base is going to be 2. That's apparent. So I need to know that 1 over 8 is 2 to the negative third and 2 to the 2b minus 1. So that means 2b minus 1 equals negative 3. I add 1, so 2b equals negative 2. When I divide by 2, I find that b equals negative 1. Voila. All right, 3 to the 2v equals 27 is 3 to the third. So all I need to say is 2v equals 3. I divide by 2, and I find that v equals 3/2. Excellent. And lastly, 64 and 8. So I know that 64 is 8 squared. So I'll have 8 squared to the 2a equals 8 to the first. So that means 2 times 2a equals 1. So 4a equals 1. When I divide by 4, I find that a equals 1/4. In my experience, the hardest part of these problems are just being able to convert them to the like base. So really be sure we're working on that. Make sure we know our exponential values. Make sure we know 7 to the third and 3 to the fifth and things like that. Make sure we can identify those values. Other than that, we should be good to go. Hopefully this video has you feeling a little more confident. If you're feeling good, go ahead and get started on those Objective 3.2 practice problems. This is Mr. Carter signing off. I'll see you next time.